Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. I'm here today with my first Marvel Snap deck. Now for those of you who are still new to Marvel Snap or are coming over from Gwent with me, remember that we receive cards in Marvel Snap in certain pools. You start with pool 1, pool 2, then pool 3, meaning that it doesn't make sense to look at deck guides that talk about cards you can't yet equip. You want to work with your pool 1s and pool 2s first if you are a new player. So what I've done is I have made some deck guides in a beginner series that will show you the different archetypes for the beginner's cards that you will receive. Today we're going to be doing the beginner ongoing deck. Alright, so as you can see here, a Marvel deck has 12 cards in it. Obviously there's a lot of options for different cards depending on how many you possess. So one of the archetypes we have is called ongoing. Ongoing means that the card doesn't have a deployability like reveal, but instead the card has a ongoing effect, almost like a Gwent engine, if you will. So in this deck there is one goal, and that is to play as many cards with the ongoing ability as possible, so you can end off with some of our finishers that rewards you for having ongoing cards, alright? So first of all, we have Blue Marvel. Now this is going to be one of the first cards you are able to equip as a beginner. Blue Marvel is an ongoing card itself, and it will give all your other cards 1 power, okay? So keep that in mind. Now, another card we have here is Spectrum. Spectrum is an on-reveal card, but she rewards you for having ongoing cards. So, on reveal, you're going to end off with her because she is a 6 provision card. You will give all your ongoing cards across your board plus 2 power. So she is a great finisher to have. Now, there are ways to make these cards even stronger. Remember, you can't really play more than one 6 provision card in a game unless something decreases their provision, because you will start off with 1 mana on turn 1 and end off with 6 mana on turn 6, your final turn. So you're not going to have another turn in which you can play another 6 provision card. But I've built this deck in such a way that if you draw one of them, you can end off with them and they will still have their own effect on the board. So another one we have here is Onslaught. This is bonkers. This card is really strong. This is an ongoing card that doubles all your ongoing effects in a location. So because we have so many ongoing cards, if you're able to stack them all in one location and then play Onslaught, you're going to double their effects. So which is one of our ongoing cards? Blue Marvel. Now if you can play those in the same, this will give all your other cards plus 2 power. See how that works? Now it won't have an effect on Spectrum because Spectrum is a reveal card. So keep that in mind. You're finishing off with either one of these. You have to build your gameplay keeping that in mind. Now, our other strongest card in this deck is Iron Man. Iron Man is an ongoing card. Now, your total power is doubled at this location. So, this is kind of crazy if you're able to pair this off with Onslaught. Onslaught doubles your other ongoing effects at this location. Now, if you're able to pair Onslaught with Iron Man in one location, you're automatically going to win that location. Why? Because for some reason with this game, it's not just gonna like double it again. It ends up giving you like 4 times the amount of power you had originally because of the way that Onslaught triggers your ongoing effects. So you're going to want to try it out for yourselves. I'm going to show you a quick game anyway, and you'll see how that has an effect on the board space. So if you can finish off with Iron Man and Onslaught in one location, you're automatically going to win that location. Absolutely. Now let's look at the other ongoing cards we have in this deck. Firstly, you have Ant-Man. If you have 3 other cards in this location, this card will get 3 extra power. Secondly, we needed another 1 provision card. Now there are other ongoing cards you will be collecting way later on that you can add to this deck, but because this is a beginner's guide, I didn't want to throw in some OP cards you won't have because that doesn't make sense. So another card you are gonna have as a beginner is Nightcrawler. This isn't an ongoing card, but it's a really nice card to have because you can move it once. So you'll see that some locations won't allow you to play any cards on them, but Nightcrawler can be moved onto that location, which is really nice as a beginner. So sometimes you can just automatically win that location by having Nightcrawler in your hand. Next we have Armor. This means that cards at this location can't be destroyed, yours as well as your opponent's. Again, there are going to be some locations that destroy your cards, so if you want to prevent that from happening, armor is a pretty nice card to have. Also, there are ways to kill your cards, so armor protects your cards. Next we have Colossus, another beginner's card. This is simple, can't be destroyed, moved, or have its power reduced. Can't be destroyed, important to note. Next we have Lizard. So Lizard's a pretty strong 2 provision card. It's giving you 5 for 2. The ongoing is a bad thing here. So ongoing means that if your opponent has 4 cards on the opposite location, this card will lose 3 power. That's not good, you don't want that to happen. But that can be doubled if you play Onslaught. Again, a bad ability. This is kind of going to punish you, so you don't want to play this in the same one as Onslaught, because essentially, if your opponent stacks 4 cards, this is going to minus 6 power instead of 3. So you want to keep that in mind when you're placing cards in locations. Next is my favorite, it's Mr. Fantastic. It's going to give adjacent locations plus 2 power. Another nice card if you can't actually play a physical card in that location, so you always want to play this in the middle location if you can. Next we have the Punisher. This is going to give it 1 power for each card your opponent has in the opposite location. Okay, and then finally we have Khazar. Now, Khazar is a pretty strong card. This deck isn't built around Khazar because you simply don't have enough 1-cost cards yet to make fully use of its ability, but it's still strong enough to include, and it is an ongoing card. So all your 1-cost cards are going to get 1 power. Of course, we have 2 1-cost cards. Now, the reason I still include this is because some locations will give you even more 1-cost cards, like the squirrels coming from Central Park. A lot of locations will end up throwing a 1-cost card on your side of the board, and Khazar will have an effect on those as well. So that's it, guys. This is your first ongoing deck you want to build. It's a lot of fun to play with. Of course, if you start collecting more fun cards, you can always swap some of these out for them. I hope you guys enjoy this. Give me feedback if you want to in the comment section. I'm going to be making way more Marvel content guides going forward. This game is actually ramping up a lot. I quite enjoy playing it. Yeah, collecting cards is actually a lot of fun. We'll see whether I want to commit money to the collection process. I've already bought 1 season pass, but from here on out, I guess we'll see. I hope you enjoy this, guys. I'm going to leave the deck link below, so check that out, and have a great week. Alright, let me show you how this works. So I'm going to be playing against players with a lot better cards than I have. Normally you would be queuing against other players with a similar collection level than you have, but I can't really adjust it, so I'm just going to try and beat them with my beginner's deck. Okay, so on turns 3, 4, and 5, no cards can be added here. So I'm gonna purposely play Ant-Man here then, start stacking that. Okay, awesome. 6 cost cards, cost 1 less. Interesting. So we can actually afford to play 2 of our 6 provision finishers if we draw them, which is going to be crazy. So I have an armored card here. I'm going to play that here as well because this is the last turn we can play any cards here. Now, because my opponent hasn't played anything yet, I think I'm going to snap. Because we basically win this location now, guaranteed. Now I'm going to play Mr. Fantastic in the middle. This is going to have an effect on my right and left location. This is also going to destroy all the cards we play in the right area, so I'm not going to play anything there right now. Oh, damn. Cost 1 less for each unspent energy. Not shabby, not shabby. Okay, so this location seems like it might be a bit difficult to win. I'm gonna start packing some cards into my right location now and try and beat that one instead. We have Blue Marvel and we have Onslaught. This is looking pretty nice for us. So this is looking like the location I want to play Onslaught in. Knowing that, I want to play all the ongoing cards that I want to double. This is a good one, because we're going to double little Ant-Man. There we go. Oh, Scarlet Witch changes the location. Oh, damn it. Cards that cost 4, 5, or 6 can't be played here. That has a huge effect on our gameplay. Okay, that's alright. So, let me show you that combo I was talking about. Now we have to win the middle location. At all costs. I'm not going to give it away just yet. So I'm going to play Onslaught. This is going to double Mr. Fantastic. It's also a nice 7p card. Ooh. Ooh. Dr. Doom. Okay. This is the final turn. Now, watch what Iron Man's going to do. Iron Man's going to double this. Now, you'd think it would be 18, but Onslaught is going to allow you to do Iron Man again. Now, look how crazy this combo is. Our opponent is just thinking things over, having a bit of a midlife crisis, because they're going to lose against the beginner's deck. Hey, sometimes the most simple decks do the trick. You don't always need to go all out with new cards. They're just thinking whether they should go all out. Oh, okay, Iron Man, look at that. 36? Not shabby, right? Oh, they got Iron Man too, but it's not as good as our Iron Man. Okay, GG. Not shabby, right? Now I collect my rewards. 4 cubes. Hell yeah. In Marvel Snap, the progression system in terms of ranking is based off of cubes, by the way. So we're currently at 37. You can go all the way up to 100. And that is a good indication of what ranked players you're going to be facing. Alright. Cards here can't be destroyed. Wakanda. Got it. So we have a 1. Now, I don't know what these two are, so I like to play Nightcrawler here, just in case. So maybe one of these end up being a, I don't know, a location where you can't play a card. So having this here so long is nice. If you only have 1 card here, it has +5 power. Interesting. Okay, so we want to be careful with what we place in the middle. I don't have any 2 provision cards right now, so I can't actually afford to play anything. When you play a card here, add a copy to the opponent's hand. Yeah, we don't want to do that. For now, I'm going to play my 3 in the middle. Gonna have Mr. Fantastic doing its thing. Now, what are they doing? Your cards with no abilities have +2 power. Okay, see, this is an ongoing card you won't have yet at the start. Okay, I think logically it makes sense to commit Khazar here so long. Cyclops. Doesn't do anything. That's alright. Okay, so we are at 5 now. Now, I would have liked to have one of our 5p cards here in the end, but unfortunately we do not, so I'm going to end up... let's see. We're either going to play Spectrum, which is going to give all our ongoing cards +2, or we're going to play Onslaught, which will double our ongoing effects. Right now, we don't really have a lot of ongoing effects. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to play the Lizard here. I'm going to play Ant-Man here for ongoing. And I'm going to play Armor here in turn. Now we still have the option of moving Nightcrawler. Okay. Now, should we try and play Spectrum? If we play Spectrum here, Spectrum is going to give all our cards +2, and it's something they might not be expecting. I think they're also going to diminish the points here. It's difficult. I'm not sure where to go all in. I can move Nightcrawler to the left, and then Ant-Man will get 3 extra points. I assume they're gonna play either in both of these locations, or they're going to play one big card in one of the locations. I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move and move Nightcrawler to the left, so I'm guaranteed winning there. I'm assuming they're gonna play something in the right to decrease the lizard power. Oh damn. Abomination. Okay. So Spectrum is gonna make me win the middle one, which was the plan. And we tie in the right. GG. Okay guys, that has been the ongoing deck guide. I hope you like it. I will be releasing a new deck guide very soon. Let me know what you want more of. Let me know what you want less of. Let me know your collection level just for interest's sake. And I hope to see you soon.